The wiggity,
In the
man.
GMC Sierra.
It's the wiggity.
Work during the
We
GMC
doing something a
holiday
little
event.
different,
Get a
man.
total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500.
Something a little different. Oh, me, hold on, oh, me.
Catch a vibe on the scene all net. Feel like I'm being all hooks. I feel like a dream shake. I feel like Hakeem. I can't believe that I'm living this life. It's in the Discord. It's called FOT Reddit. Start posting like funny reels that y'all see. And I don't know how many days a week I'll do it, but I want to do one we're going through and reacting to that. All right. So, honestly,
if folks get a new crib,
I did want to like do it. Not lying.
I think folks got. I don't know if that's a new crib. That might be another room. I don't know.
All right.
Folks got heat.
Somebody donated for this video. Let's watch it, brother.
His ass big baller brand around this bitch.
You want to troll me about the Texans, bro? Texans quarterback. Look, let's talk football for a little minute, bro. College football, I think they got, looks like a bottom. No, I think it's some bowl games tomorrow. Who is the worst starting quarterback for your team? Hey, Slade, I'm sorry to hear that, gang. Hey, listen, if you need a little break, some last
nigga Rex Grossman.
Get your mind out for that after you done with that, man. Prayers out to you on your
I'm happy, man. I'm just happy we seeing better days,
Matt
bro.
Flynn, you gotta be a Seahawks fan. John Kidner with his Lions.
That nigga Rex Grossman was ass, bro.
Drew Lock, what's that, Lions?
That nigga Rex Grossman, what he say? He said, man, I'm not tripping.
Jimmy Clausen,
he said, I made it to the Super Bowl.
Sam Darnold,
bro.
you gotta be
right,
Eagles.
This guy. Get a load of this guy.
Correct.
I made the Super Bowl. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up, bro.
Brock Osweiler on the screen. Quit trolling me.
What the fuck is wrong with
Matt
him?
Castle?
Shut this scoofy nigga up, bro.
Even Chiefs? Matt Castle's that bad on the Chiefs? I know he wasn't amazing, but Jared Goff.
Damn.
No way. You're trolling with Jared Goff.
I don't know about that one.
Russell Wilson, the Steelers. Ooh.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay. Tony Romo. Okay, now, see, look, some of y'all don't know what a quarterback is. Tony Romo.
Did they say Tony Romo?
Jake Locker. Jake Locker is a great one. All right. Mike Glenn in Tampa Bay. Oh, yeah.
That nigga say Tony Romo? What the fuck is he talking about?
Ryan Tannehill, Dolphins? Nah.
That nigga ain't never been bad.
He's
just
worse
been like,
quarterbacks than
I don't
Ryan
know.
Tannehill, bro.
I feel like Tony Romo got robbed.
Y'all had worse quarterbacks than him. Now,
it's like,
for me and my team, Rex Grossman, salute.
Nigga, Dez was in that bitch trying to get paid.
Hall of Fame? No, I don't think Romo gets in the Hall of Fame. But
then the nigga got injured.
Me, my team, Brock Osweiler might be one of the worst quarterbacks to play, if not the worst. This guy was just trash.
I forgot about that nigga Osweiler. I'm sorry.
John Elway really hyped this. This was no good. Somebody donated for me to watch.
Have you noticed John Elway stopped hyping niggas up ever since that?
Brock Osweiler arrived at Bush
that nigga ain't get no more hype.
Wednesday night. On Thursday, he'll get his physical, sign with the Texans, and meet the media.
And how much is he getting? I'm told he's getting 4 years, $72 million.
Damn.
This thing off today by thanking Mr. McNair and the entire McNair family.
This was also a situation involving his feelings and how difficult the year was for him. He was benched.
I can't tell
that nigga didn't put his life on the line to try to catch that bullshit.
This coaching staff, truly how excited I am to be a
How you underthrow prime D-Hop?
Yeah.
Texan. Now on to the future.
Osweiler is benched. Tom Savage is coming into the game.
He's a savage.
The fans here in Houston go nuts.
They say finally, shit.
Give me a minute and you'll stop using liquid laundry detergent forever. Have you ever wondered why your laundry detergent's always that weird
what that nigga Brian
say? Green color?
About damn time.
On March 9th, 2016,
the
Houston Texans signed Broncos backup quarterback Brock Osweiler to a 4-year, $72 million contract with $37 million guaranteed. Many Texans fans, including myself, raise eyebrows at this decision, but remain optimistic. While it is easy to see in hindsight that this is one of the worst random signings the Texans have ever made. You have to remember that after
that nigga was a
the
backup getting paid like that.
2015 wildcard round against the Kansas City Chiefs, where Brian Hoyer threw 4 picks, it was clear that change was needed.
Mine is by far Jacoby Brissett last year, and he managed to fool the Cardinals into thinking he's actually good. Crazy work. Wait, what team was Brissett on last year?
He was good last year.
Hey, Brissett completed the history of completions this year. The Pats, salute.
Needed on the team. Enter Brock Osweiler. While Houston was going through the QB carousel after Matt Schaub, consisting of TJ Yates, Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, Brandon Weeden, and Tom Savage, Brock Osweiler.
We came from the trenches, bro.
TJ Yates.
And this is why, no cap, boy. I'm not saying we gotta settle for anything, because if I really thought this nigga wasn't good, I would want him off the team. But look where the fuck I came from, and this is why when I be seeing people talking about some bench and Stroud, shut the fuck up. Look where the fuck we came from.
While Houston was going through the QB carousel after Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub, cool for a couple of years. When he fell off, the fall off he was abysmal.
Consisting of TJ Yates.
Ass. The only thing that TJ Yates ever did good was win us a playoff game versus the Bengals. This guy stinks.
Brian Hoyer.
What more do I need to say, bro?
Yeah, that nigga threw 4
Brian
picks.
Hoyer ain't no motherfucking good. I'm watching Brian Hoyer.
Ryan Mallett.
We thought he was gonna do something.
These niggas is historically ass. Like,
ass. He was only good in Arkansas. He was only good in college. But guess
every single quarterback that nigga just said, I remember vividly from my childhood. None of them niggas was good. Like, nowhere. None of them niggas was good, bro. Them niggas had Schaub. I'll say Schaub. Schaub was that man. I ain't gonna lie. Schaub was the only nigga, like, I felt like, yeah, he might be the one. But then they traded the nigga. Yeah. And then they gonna get to Freaky Man in a second. Shit. He was their best. He was their golden years. I don't know what the fuck going on with gang now.
The Texans seen him as a Patriots backup and thought he was going to do something.
Freaky.
Ass!
Brandon Weeden and...
Come on, bro. That's not
Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage, one of the worst. He might be the worst person to ever put on a Texan uniform. This guy stinks.
He was that bad, bro.
Brock Osweiler was drafted 57th overall by the Denver Broncos
57?
in the 2012 NFL Draft. He had a decent collegiate campaign at Arizona State, throwing for 5,082.
Who was their receiver? I know him.
NFL Draft. He had a decent collegiate campaign at Arizona State, throwing for 5,082 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. Impressive enough to win over the executives at Denver, and they even thought that he could develop behind newly traded for veteran quarterback Peyton Manning. Over the course of the next 3 seasons, Osweiler would barely see the field at all. However, his chance would come in a 2015 Week 10 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. In a game where Peyton threw for 4 interceptions, it was now Osweiler's time to shine.
Escapes once, throwing, end zone, diving catch for the touchdown by Andre Caldwell.
Although the Broncos would lose the game, Osweiler played competently, throwing for a touchdown and interception. It was later announced that Osweiler would remain the starter.
Bro had us, what he said, the nigga said, bro had all this amazing music dropping and had us come home to Brock Osweiler. This is 2016?
Yeah.
This was 2016?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All that fire ass music dropping. And I gotta go home and watch Brock Osweiler, bro.
Yeah, that shit wicked.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I think I had
For the following week due to concerns for the foot injury of Manning. Osweiler would make his first start on his 25th birthday against the Chicago Bears, and he never looked back.
Bears, I know y'all.
Osweiler would throw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Y'all the fucking Reese.
wants to win his first career game on his birthday. I mean, this is the Bears
Yeah,
we're talking
this nigga
about, though,
looking-
right? His real test would come against the undefeated New England Patriots. Despite the odds
No way the
against them,
Patriots did
thanks to
this
the
to me.
defense of Denver as well, Osweiler was able to lead his team to an overtime victory against the Patriots. Osweiler was
best. I
keeping
knew I
the
hated
ship
him
steady
for a
for
reason.
Payton to come back. Yet throughout the course of the rest of the 2015 season, it seemed like Denver didn't seem quick to want to start Manning. Even when Manning returned to practice, Osweiler was racking up wins and was keeping the first seed hopes alive for Denver. It wouldn't be until week 17 in the game against the Chargers where Osweiler's turnovers would prompt the return of Manning once again. Osweiler would not see the field again for the rest of the season and would finish off the 2015 regular season with 1,967 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He would finish with a record of 5-2 as a starter, a solid run for the backup quarterback, and he played a monumental role in
Look at that nasty ass drop back, bro. He don't even look like he's finna throw a good ball.
5-2 as a starter, a solid run for the backup quarterback, and he played
Man, cut it out.
a monumental role in helping Denver secure the top seed in the AFC and eventually Super Bowl 50. It was an impressive run, I'll give him that. But the Texans thought this run was so impressive
That
that
shit
they
like
were
a brick,
willing
I'm
to offer
telling you,
him
bro.
the bag.
Broncos, and hello to some big spots. Super Bowl winning
Russ, what's the challenge?
Broncos were reportedly unwilling to match the Houston Texans' offer, so Brock Osweiler signed a 4-year deal with the Texans worth $72 million with $37 million guaranteed.
And just like that,
that nigga look like a
con
con
artist.
artist.
Do some desperate looking ass shit. What's his name?
That nigga look like a con artist.
Oh no, bro. It's a nigga on Instagram that be doing this, bro. I'm trash. I'm trash.
That nigga ain't finna get no free promo, bro. Sorry.
No, okay.
We ain't here for that, bro. Yeah, Trado, man. We ain't here for that, bro. Let's get back to the video.
thought that he was capable.
Let's see this shit.
Eventually.
We're gonna let it run for a minute.
We'll see what you got. And well, he would get his shot in Houston. What this meant for the Texans, we're about to wait and see. Brock would make his season debut against the Chicago Bears, where the quarterback would show some decent flashes here and there. It was far from perfect, but with the stat line of 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, there was definitely some potential for Brock to continue growing. He was still new to everything, and he was still trying to establish chemistry with top wideouts.
Man, D-Hop about almost say this nigga.
Growing. He was still new to everything, and he was still trying to establish chemistry.
Man, I miss D-Hop on the Texans, but this nigga was him.
With top wideouts DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller. Osweiler brought some new identity to Houston, even leading the Texans to a
that was a dive.
solid 4-2 start. Let's put asterisks on that. The defense of Houston were mostly responsible for the 4-2 start. Despite being without the best defensive lineman in the game, J.J. Watt, their defense still consisted of players like prime Jadeveon Clowney, Christian Covington, Antonio Smith, DJ Reader, Brian Cushing, Whitney Merciless, Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph, folks. The list goes on. While Osweiler played decent.
Over here on this team, our biggest flaws, this is why the current version of the Texans, Clowney was a problem. Yo, this is my thing with Clowney. I love Clowney on the Texans. The only problem is he could not rush the passer. And we thought that's what we were getting, right? Yeah, we thought Clowney was going to be solid on the run. We thought he was going to get a pass rusher to go next to JJ. Clowney is such a almost ass nigga on the Texans. It was nuts. But in run coverage, and the problem is, on top of it, his first 2 seasons, I think he was injured, right? But once we got him to start the plan, his run coverage, oh my God, that boy Clowney was so cold at the run that you couldn't run on his side. Beast. But we needed pass rushing, so niggas would double the fuck out of JJ. Nobody could get free. But the thing about this Texas defense, while the D-line was solid, Antonio Smith underrated, linebackers was cool. Well, no, linebackers was good. Cushion, Whitney Merciless. I think we even had Whitney Merciless on here? Yes, we had Whitney Merciless. Then we had Bernard McKinney. Maybe that was a little bit later. DBs were ass. DBs trash, bro. We had Ball, Kareem Jackson. We had Jonathan Joseph.
Safeties, I can't remember who the fuck was playing safeties. DBs was not good at all.
Antonio Smith, DJ Reader, Brian Cushing, Whitney Merciless, Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph, folks.
You saying Kareem Jackson like he was something good. Listen, I fuck with Kareem Jackson. All right, but Kareem Jackson would consistently get burned. Consistently. We drafted Kevin Johnson, a bust.
The list goes on. While Osweiler played decently, cracks would begin to show in his play. At this point of the season, he had 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions and was wrong to turning the ball over. All of his biggest flaws came to light in a Monday night primetime matchup against his former team, the Denver Broncos. This game would live nowhere near up to the hype, as Osweiler would cough up the ball of 3 separate times, one of them living in infamy to this day in the minds of Texans fans across the nation. Even at 12 years old, I thought this game was ridiculous, and many fans, including myself, already wanted him benched. Even so, he pushed forward, even leading us to a 6-3 record. Am I reading that right? Yes, a 6-3 record. However, it is here where things would take a turn for the worse for Osweiler.
Imagine if we had drafted Aaron Donald next to JJ. Generational defense. Disgusting. Disgusting. Honestly. That defense would have been good enough to lead us to playoff runs. I don't think it's good enough to get us no damn Super Bowl because the DBs were that bad. I can't undersell it. But at the same time, that's a lot of hindsight. Nobody had Aaron Donald going number 1. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, it like, would it have been nice? Yes. But it just wasn't the spot that he was going to go.
As in the following 3 games, he would perform his worst games yet. In the span of this 3-game stretch,
he catch
would
it?
go for 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. 3 of those coming from one game against the San Diego Chargers, where Osweiler would completely fold under the defense of San Diego. He would go 0-3 in this stretch,
and he was open.
Fans begin to turn on Osweiler.
That's the word, bro. He was open. It's not like he made a bad read. It was a great read. He's just, is he nervous? He was nervous. I think that man was scared, and he's 6'7" out there. I don't even think I'll play like that.
Would be reached in Week 15 against
I'm hitting
the
you
Jacksonville
first. Like,
Jaguars.
you gonna feel me.
Osweiler, now nicknamed Assweiler by fans among NRG Stadium that day, had a horrific start.
Got his ass Assweiler.
Stat line of 6 for 11 with 2 picks to start the day.
Damn.
Then came the boos. Houston was not happy. After years in the QB carousel, Houston thought they had found someone worth taking the chance.
I miss our old jerseys.
A 4-year chance, as a matter of fact. And yet, when Osweiler was benched for Tom Savage, fans at NRG cheered. Like, they cheered. They were the loudest cheers the entire day. They had lost so much hope in Brock that they were patiently waiting for the minute he would finally get benched. What made it even worse was that Tom Savage led the Texans to a comeback.
Yeah, Tom Savage coming in throwing dots.
Win after being down 13-0. Fans erupted anytime Savage completed the pass, and he would go on to throw for 280 yards with a relatively clean game. To top it all off, Savage would remain the starter for the following game against the Cincinnati Bengals, a game where playoff hopes were at stake. If the Texans win this game, they would clinch the division once again. I remember this game like it was yesterday. The familia gathered in the living room because it was Christmas Eve night, and this game, to this day, being arguably one of the most slow, warring Texans games I have ever seen. I love the Texans. I love Tom Savage, and I certainly love Alfred Blue too, because we finally put a touchdown on the board. The defense of Houston is gassed though. The Bengals are making their way up the field. All they need is a field goal from Mr. Randy Bullock.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, real shit. It's not a rivalry, but Bengals, I don't know if y'all ever paid attention. The Texans do y'all the worst. Like, whenever y'all need something, if y'all going against Texas, it don't end up good. It don't end up good, bro. And it's not me trying to shit on the Bengals. Bro, we knocked them out of the playoffs twice. We got this game. It just don't end up good for the Bengals. I don't know how the fuck we keep matching up with each other.
Randy Bullock.
Go back to our series, errors that increase your bookkeeper's billable hours inside Zoho. Today we're looking at another classic.
By some sheer miracle, the Texans were going to the playoffs once again. We don't belong in that shit. Remember when Bill O'Brien was considered a talented coach who was able to work through adversity and adapt to his team? Man, those were the days.
Bobby,
Take
I'm
me
sorry,
back,
bro.
I like them. Please. Don't take me back. Things were pretty cheery in Houston. Womp womp. Savage goes down with a concussion, meaning you know what time it is. That's right, it's Brock time.
That nigga's
Despite
so
being thrusted in without much warning,
my
Osweiler
coach
played
look
a
like
pretty
that,
decent game
bro.
against the Titans, throwing for 253 yards and a touchdown despite losing.
Coach
But
like
now
that,
Osweiler is going to get his first
like, oh
play
my
time in the
goodness.
playoffs. If he was keen on getting his moment, well, he was about to get it. The Houston Texans were far from a perfect team, especially offensively.
Damn.
But they were fighters, and they were going to put it all on the line. The wild card round featured, once again, another home game for the Texans. After the belt-to-ass received the previous year against the Chiefs, Houston was eager to wipe the taste out their mouths against the Oakland Raiders. Now, in another timeline, Texans get their bunch jiggled for the second consecutive year. Why? Because Derek Carr is there. But since the actual timeline gifted us an injured Derek Carr that was not able to start, we had the blessing of playing against Connor Cook. This is the only game he has ever played to this day. The defense was licking their chops from the very beginning of the game, and it was because of the defense really that allowed Houston to jump out to a lead early and never really look back. Although Osweiler played pretty decently, throwing for 168 yards and a touchdown.
Connor Cook, quarterback from Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken. Remember them in college. That song was really dead-ass tapped in with college football. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, sir. Connor Cook, Michigan State. Come on, man. Boy, yo, I really got to start getting back on this level. I was sick. I was everywhere on college football, bro. But, yeah, that game, we whooped his ass, though.
I swear this was the year that made me accustomed to our team not being a deep ball throwing team.
What up, Lando?
Anytime Brock completed a pass over 20 yards,
Lando, we're going down a bad memory lane. We're watching Brock Osweiler.
Where I remember me celebrating like it was a touchdown. The Texans would move on to the divisional round against the Patriots, the same team that shut us out on Thursday night with Jacoby Brissett starting.
Oh my God, I think this is the game when I was fucking I was out with my cousins and the fucking Post Malone came on, I think.
God help us all. How will you manage this, Osweiler?
On the middle and intercepted.
Well, this sure silenced the Brock defenders now. Osweiler would end his Texans career on a low note, throwing for 197 yards. One touchdown and 3 picks. As close as the Texans came to taking the lead thanks to the defense, Brock just could not perform. Anytime he had a shot, he would just throw the ball away. Heavily reminiscent of Brian Hoyer a year prior. It's like his guy never left. An incredibly disappointing end to who the Texans executives thought could be their franchise guy. It was this performance along with the myriad of other poor performances that have
so fucking ass, bro. Another Texans team, good defense, offense can't do anything. I hope that this is not the road we go down this year. Offense looks bad. Play calling don't look good. CJ Stroud's not making adjustments to blitzes. It just don't look good. And on top of the offensive coordinator, it's not making adjustments to the blitzes as well. They let Chris Jones fucking whoop our ass the entire game. That motherfucker looked like, well, he gonna be in the Hall of Fame, whatever. He looked like one of the greatest. He looked like the greatest to do it that night. And no one made any adjustments. So I hope this shit don't happen this year.
Eventually, the Texans decided to move in a different direction.
After their bloody assault on October 7th, after booby-trapping buildings and turning mosques, schools, and hospitals into military assets, Hamas is still spreading terror. If you want a ceasefire that lasts...
On March 9th, 2017, exactly a year after they signed Osweiler to a 4-year contract, I remind you, Texans would trade him away to the Cleveland
I got another
Browns.
reaction video for y'all. I got to.
Goddamn finesse, y'all. Shit.
This was a salary dump for the Texans as they did not want to pay.
Then we kicked y'all out of the playoffs.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie, we be staying in a couple of niggas now.
Him the guaranteed money.
It's the NFC, well, nah, because the NFC North, the Steelers ain't never do nothing to us, but the Ravens be whooping our ass, though.
and wanted to save themselves millions in cap space. They thought he was so bad, and they were so desperate to get rid of him that they even gave up a second-round pick and a sixth-round pick to the Browns in order for them to take him off their hands. And in another timeline, this clearance in salary cap space for Houston allows them to sign yet another mediocre quarterback in Tony Romo. Thank God.
I think I remember that shit saying we was finna try to sign Tony Romo. I'm like, man, stop. But Romo decided to retire.
But that didn't happen. Well, it's crazy how much can change in a year. So what happened to Brock Osweiler? Why was his tenure in Houston so disappointing? Well, to put it simply, he was just not that guy. I mean, shout out to Houston for taking the risk and chance, but it's clear it just didn't work. No. This guy just loved giving the ball away. I mean, it was the defense of Denver that was the biggest star of the show during the Super Bowl run, and it was the same story in Houston. Despite our defense's best efforts, our offense just couldn't get anything done. Regardless, I always remember the Osweiler time as one of the more goofy eras in the Houston Texans history. I had such confusing emotions for my team, and it was really a love-hate relationship that fostered throughout the season. Brock Osweiler would go on to start just a few more games, even returning back to Denver, albeit not in pretty fashion. He would eventually retire in 2019, and hey, despite his poor performances in Houston, he still has a Super Bowl ring, and if it weren't for his performances in his first stint in Denver, the Broncos probably don't win that Super Bowl, or even get a shot. Shout out to Brock Osweiler. I will always remember you. Hope you're doing good, King.
I don't hope no bad on you. I'm just not hoping you're doing amazing. Like I don't hope you like bad.
Yeah, that nigga a real Texans fan, but like, look, y'all, man, I hope y'all being easy. Stay blessed, stay smooth. Remember, number one, not number two. Keep God first. Stay blessed up, stay prayed up. Some love us so you can get that back. Love y'all, man. I got some more to react to. Y'all know y'all seen the notification. I'm finna see what that's talking about.